Good morning. Breaking news in Decision 2012. This morning, Hampton Roads takes center stage. The nation's eyes on battleground state Virginia. Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney expected to announce his pick for vice president. That announcement just hours away. Overnight, several sources claimed it will be Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan. But again, Romney will be the one to officially announce his choice around 9 o'clock this morning. Andy Fox is live outside Nauticus in Norfolk ahead of Romney's visit. Andy, when that email came in confirming that he will make that announcement this morning, it was 11:16 last night. Needless to say, we both were up talking about coverage for this morning. As you're out there set up this morning, what's it like?
Well, people are lining up. There is a big buzz in the air, of course, and Virginia is so critical in this election. Romney cannot win this election without getting the 13 electoral votes from Virginia. It's just that plain and simple. So when he's choosing a state to make such a tremendous announcement, of course he's choosing a state like Virginia, and Bob McDonnell, the governor here, has been a big supporter of Governor Romney's. Now, this is Congressman Paul Ryan from Wisconsin. He's known as Mitt Romney's sixth son. He is very comfortable with Mitt Romney and Mitt Romney with him. The USS Wisconsin is here, and that has also been an interesting aside on this. It has raised speculation over the week that perhaps it could be Paul Ryan. It is a bold pick. Fiscal conservatives are very happy with it because he is involved with the budget process. And joining me is Martin Principe, who is a two-time Vietnam vet, 2 tours of duty. You're at the Tet Offensive.
Correct.
And Martin, what do you think about this choice? You like this choice, don't you?
Yeah, I think Ryan will bring a great deal of ideas to Romney's ticket. First of all, he's a fiscal conservative, and he's a budget architect, and he's also going to do something for entitlements, and also he's going to work on the budget deficit.
Yeah, the Paul Ryan decision kind of cuts both ways. Martin loves it, but so do Democrats, because they think that those issues they will win in November. You disagree with that, don't you?
Yeah.
You think that cutting entitlements is the way to go?
All cutting entitlements, reducing the deficit, getting people off of welfare and food stamps, and getting the people back to work. That's most important. We have a unemployment rate over 8% for 42 months, over 23 million unemployed people, and we need to do something about that now.
Okay,
and I think Romney is the best man for it.
Good. Martin, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And he's going on inside. He's one of hundreds that will be turning out here, and that is basically what it is, David. I also want to bring up another thing, that Senator Rob Portman from Ohio was also contacted, and he knows that he's not the man, and also former Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty. Those are the two that the Romney campaign reached out to personally to let them know that they are not. Surprisingly, Rubio from Florida has really not been talked about as being someone who was on that very short list. Of course, David, we know in Virginia that Romney really needs to turn Virginia and get those 13 electoral votes. So a lot of people thought that perhaps Bob McDonnell could be the person, and there's some people that are still holding out hope that there's some big surprise at this announcement, and it turns out to be Bob McDonnell. But right now, all of the sources pointing to Congressman Paul Ryan from Wisconsin. That's the latest from here. Back to you.
Yeah, Andy, you bring up, I mean, we get the fact that Virginia is a battleground state. Clearly very important in this. You've covered a lot of campaigns. You, in the past few months, have actually had one-on-one interviews with both the President of the United States and Mitt Romney. When we talk about McDonnell, though, what's the protocol here? I mean, how is he made aware that he is not in the running any longer and that someone else has been chosen, and the fact that this is in his backyard, so to speak? Is it a little odd?
Well, I think that there was some last-minute decisions on exactly what to do out here. We had an interview lined up with Governor McDonnell. That was set to go at 9:55. We've just received word that that interview is now canceled. So if this were going on and this were going to be the case, then why would that interview have been set up in the first place? So these are a lot of the things that we're dealing with. Also, Bob McDonnell has been traveling a lot with Governor Romney, and everyone who is a McDonnell supporter thought that he would be the perfect candidate, also a conservative, young, unemployment low in Virginia, and it is clear that this election cannot be won for the Romney campaign without switching the 13 electoral votes that Obama had last time and switching them over to Romney. And that is going to be the great challenge for this Romney campaign, this Romney ticket. And all of it is supposed to start unfolding at 9 o'clock.
We're just a couple hours away from it now, Andy. Yeah, go ahead.
And one other thing real quick. This is just one stop. They will then be going to Ashland and then Manassas in Virginia. And, of course, Governor McDonnell will be traveling with them the whole way.
Yeah, of course, this stop here in Hampton Roads seeming to be the one that's going to make history with this announcement this morning. Just a couple hours away. We know you're going to give us a front row view of that announcement. We'll check in with you in about 30 minutes from now. Andy, we appreciate it. Now, in this internet age that we live in, no campaign, of course, is officially launched without a website. While that announcement has not been made, we did find this interesting overnight. Take a look as I pull up my computer. If you search RomneyRyan.com, it redirects you to Mitt Romney's website. Now, we searched several other possible matches. Romney-McDonnell, for example, that's what you get. Romney-Pawlenty, that's what you get. Romney-Portman, that's what you get. None of the others send you to America's comeback team, as the Romney camp calls it. Now, Mitt Romney did arrive in Norfolk last night. We can show you video of him on the plane heading to Hampton Roads. During the flight, a reporter asked him about his vice presidential pick, but he refused to answer. Instead, he talked about looking forward to his campaign stop at Nauticus. Former Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty has confirmed that he's not Mitt Romney's choice for vice president. Pawlenty says he knows who's been picked, but would not confirm reports that it's Congressman Paul Ryan.
I think I'm just going to continue to do what I've done since the onset of endorsing him, which is do what I can to help him, to be a surrogate speaker on his behalf, and certainly didn't start any of that with the expectation of being a vice presidential candidate. I've said many times I think I can help him best in other ways. He's going to make a great pick. It'll be announced tomorrow, and I'm excited about it, and I'm excited about Governor Romney being the next president of the United States.
While campaigning in New Hampshire for Governor Romney last night, Pawlenty said he is not disappointed that he was not chosen. On Wavy.com, we asked you to weigh in on this big announcement. We asked 10 on Your Side viewers to tell us who they thought would be the vice presidential pick. Here's a look at those results. 62% say it's Governor Bob McDonnell. Just 1% went with Tim Pawlenty. 26% say it's Paul Ryan, and 8% say Romney's going to choose someone else.